What's up, guys? K Wilson here today to talk about the big reveal of the guy who's behind the whole August 1st warning video that was on the TNA website and the YouTube page. And after the whole segment with Aces and Eights and the Main Event Mafia, it was revealed that Tito Ortiz was the man behind the video. And when I first saw Tito Ortiz, I'm just like, why? Why in the world would the TNA pick another MMA guy? And I saw the audience. The audience would make that much reaction to the guy. Some people, it looked like they didn't know who they didn't know who he was, or some people knew who he was, but they was just like, wow, really? Tito Ortiz, this is the guy. And I don't blame them, and I don't blame the people on Twitter who are really angry about this whole thing, because I just feel as though with bringing in these MMA guys, it's not really going to help TNA, because their main priority is going to be MMA, and especially Bellator. Great examples, King Mo. He appeared once last year actually a couple of times last year, and he was involved with the whole Bobby Roode and James Storm match, and afterwards we don't hear from him again. However, I do know that he has been in OVW to try training, but still he should make an appearance here and there. And then it's like, well, what was that for, And it really, he didn't do that made much difference in that match between James Storm and Bobby Roode. He was just like standing there until like the right moment at the end, And then you have Rampage Jackson, who, to me, I was like, okay, Rampage Jackson, let's see what we hear from him. He's been appearing frequently on, Impact shows, and he's part of the Main Event Mafia now. And I said, let's see where this goes with him. And of course, now you got Tito Ortiz, and like I said, I was like, I didn't know why he was there, and so I went to Google and I typed in, Tito Ortiz, and I saw ESPN.com that Tito Ortiz is supposed to have a match with Rampage Jackson at a Bellator pay-per-view on November, and I'm just like, okay, wow, so TNA is gonna use Ortiz to promote his match with Rampage for Bellator. Because let's be honest, that's why he's there, to promote Bellator and promote the match between these two. Because it's the first time ever these two have ever faced an MMA match. And I'm just like, oh my God, man. You could have gotten any other wrestlers. And this is the thing. This whole thing with Main Event Mafia and Aces and Eights and this storyline, and you're bringing the MMA guys, and it's like you're not really focusing on the talent that you have. And this is a problem that TNA's had over the years, that they don't focus on the talent that they have, the talent that deserves to get pushed, deserves to get recognized. I mean, it took years for guys like Bobby Roode and James Storm and, AJ Styles, he's been fluctuating mid-card, main event, mid-card, main event, and, others, and then they finally do, and then when you capitalize on these guys, they're like in their mid-30s, when they should have been happening years ago, And I mean, also, Chris Sabin, he's your new world champion. You're going to have him, early, and instead of saving that match, champion versus champion match as the main event. Are you kidding me? Or at least second to the main event? And that just shows, that, Chris Sabin might not be champion for long, Unfortunately. I mean, me and Chris Sabin winning the championship is like whatever. But getting back to this whole thing with Tito Ortiz, I just feel as though I don't know what kind of difference he's going to make, or any other of these MMA guys, Like, TNA is a wrestling company, which you should focus on wrestlers, and you should have focused on trying to get somebody to help your company out, because for like the last month or so, your TNA has not been doing good at all, from people getting released, from pay cuts, to people having to wait for their payments, and, the negativity from that whole thing with Axe Dixie on Twitter, hashtag Axe Dixie, and fans are just, axing, this attacking Dixie Carter, all these things, negative things, and now they decide to add Tito Ortiz, an MMA fighter, who more than likely, I don't even believe he's going to even wrestle a match. Maybe a couple of matches, but not anything long term. Because the guy's like in his 38, he's in, close to, his 40s. I'm pretty sure he's not going to have that much matches, and he's going to focus on MMA, just like with King Mo, and I feel Rampage Jackson. And I guarantee you guys, when, when the Main Event Mafia have their match with Aces and Eights at Hardcore Justice. I bet you Rampage is going to be the one who gets pinned, and Ortiz is involved somehow, and this is an excuse for Rampage to leave TNA to train for his fight against Ortiz. I bet you that's what's going to happen. I bet you that's going to happen with Rampage, and then later on they'll find some way where Rampage will return, even though he's supposed to be gone forever. I bet you that's what's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen with Hardcore Justice. But yeah, you know, I mean, but look, I'm an open. Look, I don't want TNA to fail, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want TNA to fail. But who knows? Maybe Tito Ortiz and Rampage Jackson can help the company out. Maybe they're the golden tickets that TNA have been looking for, and maybe they'll help put this company back on track. You know, because just for a while now, things have not been looking good for TNA, and they need all the help, anything and resources they can to make the company better. But I just truly feel these MMA guys aren't going to be it. I might be wrong. They might help out the company, but I just feel that it's not, because I feel these guys aren't going to be here long term. They're just not. And I don't say I don't dislike Rampage Jackson. I respect, you know, what he does, and Ortiz and King Mo being MMA fighters, but it's a different element. It's a different sport, you know. I mean, you might have a wrestling background, but it's a whole different thing with wrestling, and you know, it takes years of practice. You know, it's not like you go in the ring and you get it automatically. You know, that's why it's going to take a lot of time, and I don't know, man. But I just think this whole MMA thing's a bad idea. I mean, I was interested in it back years ago when Bobby Lashley was in TNA, and they had plans for him to be a world champion in TNA and then be a world champion in MMA and be the champion of 2 worlds. I thought that would be pretty cool, but of course, what happened? Bobby Lashley left. He didn't even do anything when he was in TNA, and that's how I feel like this whole thing, this MMA plan that TNA is going to do, is it's going to fail. But hopefully, I'm wrong. You know, maybe this will help the company out. But I want to know your thoughts, and I know with Twitter, people are really pissed off about this and all the comments. So some of these stuff is hilarious on Twitter. But leave your thoughts down below, your feedback, what you think about Tito Ortiz. And this whole thing with MMA fighters going with TNA. Do you think it's a good idea, bad idea? Your thoughts on Rampage, Jackson, King Mo? You know, I wanted to see your guys' feedback about this whole situation. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos and give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And I'll see you guys later. Peace, and it's 1:52 a.m. Have a good night.